Welcome back, everyone, to the Sunday Spotlight. And tonight, we can't stop here. This is Crow Country. This game is a 2024 survival horror title by London-based indie developer SFB Games, the product of Adam and Tom Vian, or Vian, however that's pronounced. They've actually got some history here. Looks like they cut their teeth on some Newgrounds Flash games. The SFB stands for Super Flash Bros. And they've had a few proper releases starting in 2014. Haunt the House, a kind of 2D puzzle game, a series of point-and-click games called Detective Grimoire and Tangle Tower. They've actually got a sequel to those games in the works called Mermaid Mask, so these guys have been keeping pretty busy this past year. Good to see, Orange. Yeah, no kidding. But, yeah, Crow Country appears to be a departure for them. It appears to be a classic-style survival horror title with a rather unique perspective and art style. The camera is a kind of floating bird's-eye view, if you'll pardon the pun. We have both tank controls and free aiming. Not quite Resident Evil 1, not quite Resident Evil 4, but an interesting halfway house between them. Slower pacing, but the camera isn't trying to murder you. We're also seeing some kind of intentionally simple models. Kind of mallet-fisted, reminds me a little bit of Final Fantasy VII, but the environments are properly rendered and actually have some nice detail and animation to them. There's a sense of imagination at work, which fits the concept here. In brief, because I haven't gotten that deep in the game, it's 1990 and we're an investigator looking into the disappearance of one Edward Crow, the owner of the titular theme park. The park seems connected to his disappearance somehow, but we're thrown into the mystery without much preamble. Our protagonist herself seems somewhat mysterious. I've only just played enough to get a sense for the controls. We are using a controller here if it wants to cooperate, so not a lot of prepared remarks this time. Let's get in there and we'll see if it's just Old Man Withers with a mask again. Alright, we'll just go on default difficulty, that's fine. $19.90. Awesome. Plenty of time to prevent 9/11. Yeah, they're definitely going after that Resident Evil theme, or mood. If anyone asks, my name is Mara. Mara Forrest. Special Agent Forrest. Oh! Getting official on us. That's me, don't forget. Don't mess it up. I get the feeling she's dictating this to someone in kind of a Penumbra Overture style, and we'll get the full context of that later. Alright. And here we are. Let's see, my police file. Let's have a look. Missing persons report. Atlanta Police Department, 2015 Lakewood Way, Southwest, Atlanta, Georgia. Let's see. Name, Edward Crow, 57, male, company owner, landowner, health condition unknown. Last seen by Mr. Tolman, 42, male. Last known whereabouts, Crow Country Estate. Alright. Reported by Natalie Crow, his daughter. Reported to Officer Detective Harrison James. Alright. So we're investigating this. We don't really know who we are or why. Alright. Now if I believe... Okay, yeah, no, this thumbstick is causing problems here. Hang on a second. Alright, there we go. Let's go. Alright. Something important here, huh? Ammo! Hell yeah! Alright, so this appears to be kind of an unstick. We can grab more handgun ammo if we need to. Alright, so the right joystick works. Alright, yeah, so we have sort of a free aiming system here, where you gotta go into a ready state with your right bumper, or whatever the keyboard control would be, but you can freely aim around and make precision shots in the environment. Kind of interesting. And also, you notice it's the camera is a rotating perspective around our character. Kind of at a fixed... Okay, E.L. Crow. Alright, so that is Mr. Crow's car. The silver keyhole. Padlock looks a little rusty. Alright. Yeah, rage stick. Yeah, no kidding. I have had this for a while. I should probably replace it. Anyway. Oh. There we go. Alright. I see. Okay, A is reloaded and then B fires. Got it. Cool. Alright, anything else out here? Alright, there's run. Gonna be needing a lot of that. 95 streams. Doesn't feel like it's been that many, does it? Alright, so yeah, we're going into the archetypical haunted theme park. Ooh, a pocket light. Sweet! Alright. That'll be our Silent Hill atmosphere device. Anything in the trash? Full of trash. Reach into the trash. Hobocop style. Medkit. Hell yeah. So yeah, we're going to be seeing some similar rhythms of play here. Diagram of video game controller. Ah! Here we go. Yep. Inventory. Rotate camera. Alright, so that's our quick turn. Shoot. Reload. Grenade. Interesting. Alright. Sweet! Alright. Let's take a closer look. Okay, so... Oh, no. Okay, so you can't examine items in more detail. Fair enough. All we need to know is right there. Now, let's see. What else is here? Megabyte magazine, tips and tricks. Okay. Camera will quickly face forward when you press right bumper to use your weapon. Alright, so we do this. Cool. Alright, so camera automatically orients when you're using your gun. This is good. This is helpful. Alright. Beats the hell out of static camera angles. Still gonna take some getting used to. Alright, well, that place used to be fairly popular with the locals. So yeah, we're looking at a amusement park that has obviously seen better days, but was probably kind of spooky and weird even when it was in operation. Now we're going to get our Silent Hill intro up. Oh, what's that? Box of handgun ammo? Hell yeah. Nice of them to leave this line around. UFO Tour 1988. I feel like that was a real thing back in the day. I want to say it was actually a concert. Hey, I see that. Red barrels. And the crows were pecking at some dead animal. Alright. And what do we got here? Laser sight for a handgun. Okay. Now we're getting some really interesting stuff being... Yeah, who left this lying around? What's funny is we actually... I thought we had that. Okay, no. We just hit the crosshair. Alright, so now we have precision aiming. We don't need to add that, do we? No, we're good. Alright, something tells me we're about to get jumped. And we're going to need to make use of that there red barrel. Alright, there's our hex crank hole. We did walk past the the giant statue of the bird here, or the big crow. Hello, Mr. Crow. I'm looking for your boss. Do you know where he is? Alright. Miss Forrest has a sense of humor. This is good. She's gonna need that. Reach into the trash. Yes, med kits. Medical supplies are absolutely gonna be sterile in the garbage. Wait! Hey! Alright. So I'm liking this so far. This is encouraging you to walk around and poke at stuff to get more context, find items that are not obviously visible at a glance. Fine, I admit it. I dropped the bronze key into the fairy pond. It was an accident. Wouldn't be such a problem if we made a spare. Lock. There's a silver keyhole. And we're going to be using a lot of wacky themed keys. There's something wrong with the ventilator in the fairy pond area. We think something might have crawled into the pipe and died. Don't run the ventilator, and if you do, hold your breath. Seriously. Alright. Yeah, the thing with old-style survival horrors, it's kind of a mutant offshoot of adventure games, in that you're in between the fighting stuff, you're mostly moving from room to room, solving puzzles in kind of a closed environment. Okay, 2106, I see that. 2106. Written in blood. Is it a code for something? Okay, so we have a Da Vinci Code situation where what probably happened is Mr. Crow was dying and he had time to leave some very elaborate clues all over the place. Now, notably, we can't, move while aiming, so I'll have to keep that in mind. Actually, I'm curious. Can we break this open with a bullet? Yes! Beautiful. Alright. Nope, I see that. Doesn't look very happy. Is this a door? I can't see a way to open it. Okay, see, the mushroom face mouth is actually a door. We're probably going to have to use something to open that up, or it's going to turn into a giant monster and chase us. Oh, hey, what do we got here? Excuse me, sir, are you alive? Sir, what happened here? What? Who? My name is Mara Forrest. I'm here to help. They attacked me. All I wanted was proof. What's your name? Arthur Mole. Okay, interesting. Just needed better, clearer photo. Photo of what? Who attacked you, Arthur? Those things, I don't know. Those people, they saw me and... Alright, stay calm. You're bleeding quite badly. Okay, I assume we're going to use a medkit here. Alright, come on. I think we should take a look at your leg. There we go. Give healing item. Beautiful. Alright. Come on, let's move you to somewhere safe. You don't look too heavy. Alright. So we can actually go the extra mile and get him out of danger. Alright. Moved Arthur to my car. He'll be safe there for now. I mean, you know. This assumes he's not gonna, like, just run off with the car. I mean, I assume you have your keys with you. Or that monsters won't attack the car. That's also a problem. But it's safer than this frickin' death trap, certainly. But yeah, with the start of a survival horror, there are a couple simultaneous questions to ask, and that what is going to be the main rhythm of play? Is the emphasis going to be on fighting, surviving? Our enemies are going to give you resources, or are you encouraged to conserve your ammunition? And also, what is the nature of the threat? Is it note on the floor? Tree Lady 3184. Wonderful. Yeah, are you up against literal monsters that exist in reality? Are you imagining this all somehow? Is there some kind of... Is the mystery scientific or supernatural in nature? Yeah, did we leave a note saying the AC is on and he's listening to his favorite music? Yeah, no kidding. Yeah. But basically, what kind... Oh shit, here we go. It's still coming. Fuck me. Okay, so we have zombies, and shooting it in the head didn't work. Shit! Okay, reload. Alright. I don't like how that's twitching. Can we stop this thing? Can we make sure it's dead? Are you sure it's dead? It smells so bad, like an infected wound. I feel bad killing it, but I feel bad leaving it alive, too. I mean, you know, it was kind of like shuffling at you with clear hostile intent. I mean, you know, it could have been a deformed mutant asking for help somehow. But I feel like if you are in that situation, shambling closer towards someone with your arms raised is not necessarily a... I think in the context that can still be interpreted as a threatening gesture. Where'd the other one go? I think the body's disappeared, yeah. Alright. Ship 2. Marvin Trumbull, 1806, Acara River, Para, Brazil, South America. Okay, samples of geological interest. Alright. It's full of rocks. Each one is embedded with pieces of shiny metal. Is this a crate full of gold ore? Okay. So, Crow Country is a front for gold smuggling? Alright. The fire marshal was here this morning. She said the following rooms are due for inspection. Crow's Lounge, Model Railway, Utility Corridor, Submarine. Crow's Office, Wednesday, Crow's Lab. She also said we need to replace the Ocean Kingdom storeroom door. Yeah. Are we getting the Uncharted plot, where, like, the gold is cursed and this is what turning people into zombies? Inquiring minds want to know. Remember, to get into the fairy pond area, say this out loud to the fairy. Hear me, O great fairy of fairest forest. It's pretty sensitive. It won't work if you have an accent. Sorry, Diego. The fairy? The one in the tree in Fairy Town? Couldn't hurt to try. Alright. Collection of video game tips, huh? Alright. Yeah, no, we already got that. Alright. All That Glitters. A History of the 1848 Gold Rush. Stephen E. Cook. Shows the surrounding area. Here we go. Alright. Alright, Fairy Tale Town. Interesting, interesting. Okay, so with the D-pad, it's not strictly speaking tank controls so much as, like, Fatal Frame controls. Like, down is down relative to the camera. Interesting, alright. State Court, 18th, let's see, 185 Central Avenue, blah blah blah, legal summons. Dear Mr. Crow, I am writing to you in relation to the incident which occurred within your theme park in July of 1988. As you know, a 15-year-old girl by the name of Elaine Marshall was injured. The incident occurred within your premises and within working hours. As such, the Marshall family is holding you personally responsible. Your presence is required in court. We expect to hear from you immediately. Alright, so yeah, we got the incident which resulted in the park getting closed. Something wrong with the ventilator in the fairy pond area. Blah blah blah. We know that already. Oh, so this is all the memos. Okay, so if you needed to. Okay, so we don't actually seem to carry that with us. Is this a save room? Actually, the fireplace might be interactable. It's crackling softly. I feel something. It's a curious mixture of hope and dread. Maybe everything will be okay. Bite of 88? Quite possibly. Yep, okay, so this is a save room. There we are. Alright. Vending machine, donate change. Nice. And gun ammo. Sweet. Yeah, I'm starting to see why this place might have gotten closed down. I feel like this is not stuff you would reasonably expect to find. Okay. Monday morning, driving to work, boss calls into my car radio. He doesn't normally do that. Something has obviously gone wrong. Intruder alarm going off in the second unit. Boss thinks someone is down there. Get to work, check the security cameras. Someone is down there. He's standing right by the pool. All security doors down to the pool are locked. Check security records. Doors untouched since 6 p.m. on Friday. Alarm has only just been triggered. I turn on the intercom. Try to communicate, no response. But I can hear the sound he's making. Something's wrong. His clothes don't fit him. Something is very wrong. Okay. Alright. So actually, yeah, you don't even really need to do a quick turn. Although, yeah, the D-pad just kind of, all you have to do is push down, and that's an instant turn. Alright. Anyway, it's looking like our first puzzle thing is going to be finding this fairy pond. Actually, how are we doing on ammo? Oh shit! Oh god! You know what? No. We don't need any of this. Are they gonna follow us? Yep. No, but we got zombies right here. Alright. Okay, it doesn't seem to have noticed us. It's kind of just milling around. If I can get it over here... Oh god, what is that? Okay, we have weird flesh stuff coming this way. Okay, you know what? We need to run. We need to reassess this threat and find a more advantageous position. Oh shit! Ah! Okay. Oh, god damn it. Okay. Everything sucks all at once. Alright, here we go. Ah, damn it. Ah! I need a more advantageous position with which to fight these. We're gonna have to shoot some of these little tumor things. Ah. Alright, there we go. Alright, so these little things die with one hit. This is good. Alright, kind of bumbled into that there. Let's go ahead and use this first aid kit. Sorry about that, Mara. That's on me. Alright. Alright, let's lure that fellow over here. And... Gotcha! Okay, so the dude is obviously a living dude, but he's twitching... You can see he's got kind of an elongated nose. It's almost like he's in a theme park outfit or something. Except his leg is bandaged, and he's wearing a vest of some kind. So part of the intrigue with using deliberately older graphics is you leave some things to the imagination. Trying to determine what you're seeing, and if it's something you can take at face value, or if you're misinterpreting it. It engages with the imagination a little bit more. It's like what we were talking about when we were playing Faith, the Unholy Trinity. Not clearly knowing what you see. Okay. That thing moving? No, we're good. Yeah, not being able to clearly identify what you see helps with the mystery of it. Exactly, yeah. Your mind fills in the gaps. Like the opening part where you're attacked by the demon kids before you even got a weapon. You're like, what even are these things? They're sized like a child, but they're all fleshy and gross. And it sets the tone for the game very well. He spoke after that. 6-1 shellacking. Go fuck yourself, Toronto. Oh, man. Nothing like seeing your hated rivals lose, right? Good to see you, Kren. Alright, it's locked, but there's no keyhole. What about that little post box? Bronze keyhole. Alright. So we'll need the bronze key to get that open. Alright, let's see what's up these stairs. Okay. This looks legit. Wheel doesn't turn. It's a strange mechanical swan head. Do we need to put something in its mouth? We don't really have an item for that. What's this? Oh, it's been broken. We wouldn't know how to repair it. What do we got here? Tell us again how you feel about Green Bay. Oh yeah, I could fill the hour with that. But anyway, alright, so 1986 Crow Country theme park opening soon. Cancel your weekend plans with the in-laws and grab your sunglasses. Brand new theme park is opening just a few miles southeast of Atlanta. Explore Fairy Tale Town, Haunted Hilltop, and Ocean Kingdom at Crow Country. Excuse me, which promises a day full of fun and adventure for the whole family. The park is owned by one Mr. Edward Crow, a lifelong Atlanta local and landowner. Yes, that's right, it appears he named the park after himself. Not much is known about Mr. Crow, other than vague, unsubstantiated reports that he is exceptionally wealthy. Nonetheless, we look forward to seeing what Crow Country has to offer when it opens its gates this summer. So yeah, it opened in 86. We had the incident where someone was hurt in 88. And Mr. Crow appears to have disappeared in 1990. So not a great track record there. Also, I'm already trying to work this into my headcanon for Atlanta Nights. I feel like with a little bit of effort we can get this. Hey, shotgun shells. Okay. So the game's not going to be teasing me on this. It's going to give us a shotgun pretty soon, I think. Possibly, maybe. Alright. Alright, critters don't respawn. This is good. Alright. There's a few doors back that way we haven't checked. Let's take a look at the end of the corridor. Alright, Cosmic Future. Alright, so this is an unfinished part of the park, coming summer 1990. Truly more innocent time. Actually, I don't appear to have a melee attack. I don't want to waste ammo shooting stuff, but I feel like I'd be able to shoot those boxes open. Alright, do it. Reach into garbage. Hell yeah. Medkit, don't mind if I do. If I get some ammo to play with, I should be able to try. Alright, what do we got? Hey Ed, want some good news? Finally found a good site for a gold mine. It's in Para, northern Brazil. Just like we wanted, there's a disused mine here. The locals gave up on it years ago. Still in decent shape, so it shouldn't be too much work to get it looking the part. To get it looking the part. Interesting. Cha-ching! So yeah, I'm wondering how much we can take at face value here. Looks like it was done with wire cutters. I think this is how Arthur got in. Seems like he cut himself on the fence. Like, are we getting ammo from a vending machine because it's a video game-ass video game, or is Mara imagining things? That's kind of the fun of the opening hours of a survival horror title for me. Before everything is set in and you know exactly what to expect. Then, honestly, I'm pleased to see games emulating the PS1 era. Because we went through the retro aesthetic with the 16-bit era, with Genesis and SNES titles, or games using that aesthetic, but using modern hardware to deliver them. And I feel like there's still a lot to be said for games that were starting to experiment with polygons. Bronze keyhole, goddammit. But didn't quite have the hardware to... Okay, humanoid enemies will take more damage if you get a headshot, also has a chance of decapitating some enemies. And as we saw, that was not a guaranteed takedown. That thing just kept on coming. Alright, what do we got here? Fortune-telling machine, huh? You have 10 credits remaining. Would you like to hear your fortune? You know what? Why not? Talk to the tree fairy to enter the fairy pond. Ah, alright, so we have a limited number of fortunes we can use, and that's kind of a hint-giving machine. Fair enough. Alright. Looks like these two doors might be open. Nope. Of course. Alright. Now, if history is any guide, there is always supplies in the bathroom. I see that. Nice. Now, notably, there's no attack delay. You saw I was able to just level this guy real quick. Which was not the case with old survival horror. Rate of fire was very much an issue with your smaller guns. We turned off the water. Nice. Yeah, well, one of the limiting factors of making do with your handgun in those old games was you couldn't necessarily fire it fast enough to do enough damage. Something in there, but I can't get at it. Blocked by a pile of old bones. Son of a bitch. Alright, we need to get some items that solve puzzles here. Alright. Magazine. Strange sighting in abandoned theme park. Aspiring paranormal photographer Arthur Mole, hey, it's that guy, said the Polaroid he took while exploring the abandoned amusement park Crow Country. Could this thing possibly be real, or is it just another hoax? Here at Beyond Magazine, we're not convinced. Try a little harder next time, Arthur. Ah! Alright, so that's one of them things. Ammo in the sink? Let me take another look. Alright. Nothing in the bloody toilet, thank Christ. Oh yeah, I think I got that already. Excellent, excellent! Alright. Now what do we got here? Ooh, I'll bet I can shoot that and it, like, electrocutes people. I got some ammo. Let's play with this. Okay, so that zapped me. But, you know, lesson learned. The important thing is I didn't try this under pressure. Alright. Let's see. Where haven't we gone yet? Let's see. Cosmic Future, Utility Corridor, Crow's Lounge, Swan Boats. Okay, so there's going to be a puzzle with the Swan Boats. Yep, here we go. Oh, pardon me, birdies. Now... Right, bronze key. Something tells me we're gonna... Oh! Oh boy. Alright, I gotta watch that. So there's gonna be more bear traps strung throughout the place. Interesting choice, considering the bird theme here. Alright. So, 2106, we got that. I think the code in the office was 3185. But... doesn't turn. Strange mechanical swan head. Do I need to put something in its mouth? Alright, let's look around. Clearly we need a puzzle item of some description. So the eggs are going missing. I think the kids are stealing them. Luckily, it turns out you can use anything as long as it's about the right shape and size. Or size and shape. It's weird. I'd assume the eggs were magnetic or something, but apparently not. Alright, so we need something to put in the swan head, and that unlocks the wheel. Alright, let's look around. In fact, let's check the save room again. It's a vent. Is there something inside? Damn. Something tells me I can't just shoot the vent open. I might need a tool. Ammo by the bushes across from the theater. Ooh, alright. I'll grab that when I go head back there. Good catch. Alright. So we got an antidote. Alright. So I'm on the ventilator at the ferry pond area. Find a minute, drop the bronze key into the ferry pond. Eggs are going missing. Eggs. Alright. Ferry pond area. The Great Ferry of the Fairest Forest. Okay, hold on a second. Ferry pond area. I think what I gotta do is... cabinets. There's a keypad down here. Hey, here we go. Alright. 2, 1. Oh, there is no 0 on this. Alright, let's try the other one. I believe that was 3185. Nope. Oh. Let's see... what was that other code? Tolman's Records. To remind myself which is the run button here. Here we go. It's a medkit. Hey! Quite a lot that's hidden that's not necessarily, obvious. What I'm seeing is there's not a lot of loot glint in this game, which is a bit of a double-edged sword. On the one hand, it encourages you to look around and manually interact with the environment, and pay attention to obvious things you can interact with and points of interest. But on the other hand, it does kind of leave you to your own devices when you think you have picked a room clean, but there's something else that isn't obvious that you're meant to interact with. Oh, hey, here we go. 2, 1... Again, there's no 0 here. Let me take another look at that code. 2106. Alright. Maybe this is what I need the 31855 for. I'm trying to remember where I saw that. No. Bushes by the theater, huh? Let's see. So, Prairie Pond. Problem is, I forgot how to get the stupid tree fairy out of the way. Code for the keypad, and then what? Sure, it was written down somewhere. Maybe in Crow's lounge. Okay, so it was in the lounge somewhere. All right. Ah, I see it there. Beautiful. Good catch. Thanks, Octal. All right. So the code was in this office. I know I got that after. Bullets do more damage for closer to the enemy. Alright. Thank you, game tips. Humanoid enemies will take more damage. Yeah, we did that. Hey! Medkit. They're being generous with items. This is good to hear. Every save room, there's a book containing all the staff memos. Yeah, that I get. Wonder if I could shoot the birds. Oh, it's a fake window. Yeah. Fair enough. Fairy Pond. Do the code for the keypad, and then what? I'm sure it was written down somewhere. Maybe in Crow's lounge. Damn it, I checked Crow's lounge. Feels like that's the next thing. I'm gonna take one more look in there. But there is a risk to committing to the aesthetic. Oh, note on the floor. Here we go. Tree Lady, 3184. Okay. So all's close. Surprised that wasn't added to the notes. Alright, now we say the phrase to her. Alright. Okay. Take heed, O great fairy of greenest glen. Guess that was wrong. Right, let's see. Oh, I see. Yeah, we gotta change through here. How did it go? Hear me. Oh, great fairy of fairest forest. I think this is it. Hey! Beautiful. Will you protect our precious natural world? Say nothing? She turned around. Damn it! Alright. Yes. Follow me. Alright. This looks legit. Alright. There's gonna be a doings of transpiring. Okay, here's the fairy pond, and the bronze key is in here somewhere. Those who seek the truth stare into the pure reflective water of our fairy pond. Alright. Yeah, no, we got that. Filthy. Oh, come on, Mara. You've already blasted some weird twitchy zombie things. I think you can stick your hand in there. Although, I note this thing. Ventilator override, do not touch. Oh, we're gonna touch the shit out of it. Alright. A lot of antidotes. We haven't actually hit anything that gives us poison so far. This is concerning. Alright. So the guy who fixed the water filter did it by running through the air ventilation system. If you run the filter pump behind the curtain with incorrect pressure, too high or too low, it'll trigger the ventilator. Be careful. Tighten up the pressure by using the valve handle. Alright. Okay. Right. So we need to get that to the sweet spot. Like so. Alright. Oh, I see it. Yeah, no. We have a real-time element here. Alright. Oh, what? Oh, damn, it's the steam. Shit. Okay, we gotta be careful here. Sneaky, that. Alright, so hold on a second. If you're on the filter pump, you're in correct pressure, it'll trigger the ventilator. Be too careful. Too high or too low. Tighten up the pressure using the valve handle. Fix the water filter, did it by run the filter pump. Alright, so I gotta get it in there. Ventilator override. So we need the filter on, not necessarily the ventilator. Is there another thing we need to interact with? No, this is something else. And I saw that. That wall looked like it moved. Grab these here shotgun rounds. Watch out for metal bear traps. Yeah. Okay, so you can shoot them. Again, definitely getting that Resident Evil 4 influence there. Alright, so I think what I need to do is get this dial and... Okay, so I interacted the lever on this side. Alright. 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 Bring it over here, let it get to the sweet spot, and pull. There we go. Now the water's clear and we can see stuff. It's a reflecting pool. Okay. So... Alright, how does that help us? Do we now run the ventilator? No. Reflection. Looks like there's something to target. Yeah. Oh, you're right, there is! It's under the water. I see it. Good catch. Alright, so we're gonna have, these kinds of puzzles. Hey! There's our bronze key. Alright, so we are going to have plot-critical puzzles. And that's why we have the unstick back at the car. Good to know. Actually, let's go ahead and heal. Good catch. I've been puzzling on that for a while. I was wondering about that little divot in the tree. That's actually pretty clever. Alright. What do we got in here? Trash can. Always reach into garbage. Hey! Good. We happen to need one of these. Now that we got ammo to spare, let's shoot this open. And medkit. Okay, so we are definitely encouraged to bust open these crates. Fire extinguisher. Nothing's on fire. It's a wall. Can hear something behind it. Interesting. Alright. Well, now we got the bronze key. We can start opening some... Oh, God! Yeah. Alright, that caught me napping. But yeah, I do like that it's not clear what we're dealing with yet. These could just be very demented people that are horrifically twisted by something. They could be mutants. We could be imagining this. Door open. Oh yeah, let's crawl into the house. Good thing I'm not any taller. I have not directly, but I have seen it streamed. I am familiar with some of the plot developments. That kind of that's actually a good point of comparison, because that also uses kind of a similar low poly aesthetic and uses that to sort of enhance the mystery of what you're even looking at. And yeah, that one is very directly channeling... I saw that. What was that? Here's something down there. Yeah, that was specifically channeling Silent Hill 2. A mounted weapon. Okay. Gasoline, but it's almost empty. Alright, so we're going to use that to burn something that comes out of the hole. Yeah. It's a really interesting game. Top tier design on the replicas, too, by the way. Like, if you're after hot robot women going through incredible psychological torment, that is your fucking game. Alright. We hired a company to start excavating. It didn't go to plan. Problem 1, they spent too long setting up the site. Yeah, I had all the posters. They do a really good job setting the dystopia aspect, too. Alright, there's already a paper trail forming. Point was to do this quickly and quietly. And then the deal breaker, they started asking questions about the roots. They wanted to know the full size and shape of the thing they were excavating. They wanted to know what it was made of. They wanted to know how long it had been there. No deal, obviously. They had to go. Oh, boy! Yep. You know them construction crews. Asking too many questions. East German lesbians in space, the game. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. It's like the fan base of Signalis is generally pretty cheerful to interact with, and I think that's because they want to see cute robots doing cute things and enjoying their lives. As kind of a... As a way to relax after the experience. This is different. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, whoa. We have a situation here. Alright, there's our red barrel. Trusty red barrel. We have skeletons. We have skeletons here. Okay. Is it coming our way? Yeah, here we go. Alright. Come on over here, buddy. You didn't lose sight of me, did you? Alright, no, he's coming. Come on over here, I got a bone to pick with you. Oh shit, it didn't work. Fuck. Okay, there's another barrel over here. Let's try it again. Barrel and a bear trap. Let's try that again. Come on. Right this way, buddy. You ain't taking the long way around, are you? Alright, now he's coming. There we go. Alright. Round 2. Where you at? Where you at? Okay, we are kind of getting some camera abuse here. Yeah, you might be right. Yeah, here we go. Alright. Oh. Good enough. Yes! I call that one's Mr. Bones Wild Died. Ha! Hey, take a gasoline. Alright, good. That'll be ready for whatever the hell it is down in the pit. Alright, now if I remember right, the bronze key opens this feller up. Oh, nope, silver door. It's one of the other doors. Second time's the charm. Alright, no, that's the hex crank door. Locked from the other side. One of these is a bronze key. There we go. Speaking of wild rides, I wonder what this is going to be. Alright, so we have some kind of train attraction here. Alright, the Earl of Edgecombe. A fine steam engine, beautifully combining the Arabella and Bernadette design styles. A button on the side. Huh. That is a good question. So far, it hasn't been. It looks like we have a finite number of a finite inventory space, but we haven't needed to fill it up yet. And I'm guessing since these appear to have prearranged slots, we might not actually have a inventory to worry about. I noticed we haven't found an item box or anything like that, so that might not be an issue. Alright, collection of staff memos. Okay, yes, this is, Actually, wait, this might be another... Oh, this is another save room. Check it out. It's a save room and a puzzle room. Natalie Crow, Autumn's Child. Douglas Pike, the Builder. Tolman, the Mole. Edward Crow, the Trailblazer. Oh god, look at that guy. You know, he kind of looks like Scarabee King from the Nameless mod. Just kind of that yellow skin with deep sideburns and a beard, and obviously evil businessman appearance. Alright, no reason you have to defeat your enemies, but if you leave them, you may have a harder time traveling around later on. Okay, game, is this going to be a situation where you're judging me for killing these guys? Alright, the intruder is contained in the lab. Boss is calling him the guest. I told him that was in poor taste, but it stuck. Offered guest food and water. He took no notice of either. I can't begin to describe what's wrong with him. Boss doesn't want to call an ambulance, he doesn't want to call anyone. I suggested we shut down all root excavation, just until we work out what's happened. Boss says we can't shut down just yet, so the machines are back on. I have a bad feeling. I think we're about to make things worse. Or maybe judging us for not killing them. That's a possibility. Alright, I see a computer behind this thing. Oh yeah, look at this. Look at this period-appropriate PC hardware. Magnificent. Alright. Alright, let us look around. So the trains here are some kind of puzzle. It's a grenade? Okay. Starting to get a sense for why this park was shut down. Actually, there's bullets on this thing. Nice. Alright, Orion's Odyssey, 1935. Our grandest steam engine, elegantly combining all four design styles. During the war, it was used by the military to carry artillery. Now what's this? The Duke of Farnham, a handsome steam engine, stylishly combining the Arabella and Delilah design styles. Huh. Wonder what that has a... Wonder what kind of puzzly delights that is involved in. Anything here? Nay. Oh, wait. I see that. Hell yeah. Oh, shit. Wrong button. It's alright. It's alright. Well, you know. If the good Lord didn't want me making mistakes, he wouldn't have given me more than one. Now... So, we went in there... I noticed the ferry pond area kind of, trails off. I think we need to do something at the dig site now that we have the gas can. But yeah, I'm kind of getting a pipe valve, missing a handle. There we go. Good amount of gasoline inside. Yeah, I feel like we shouldn't use this just yet. Alright, try turning the wheel. Mechanism is incomplete. Alright, probably needs a gear or something. Yeah, we're getting a good mix of Rich businessman meddles with things he doesn't fully understand, and businessman meddles with things he does understand and is intentionally invoking. Alright, if you can't find the crank handle, it's because I borrowed it. I used it to hide that big egg-shaped ruby inside the haunted manor. Afterwards, I locked the crank handle in a safe in the southeast utility corridor. In a safe in the southeast utility corridor. Alright. Inside the haunted manor. Alright. Anything in the trash? Hey! Soda can. Yeah. Quit your moaning. I'll get down there and kill you eventually. Can I roll a grenade down in the hole? You know what? I feel duty-bound to try. Ah, just doinked on the far side of it. Ah, well. I mean, it's possible I just overthrew it. But all I did was tap it, so there's no real throw indicator. Alright. Now, we did sort things out with the fairy pond, but I feel like it's got... I noticed those are both circled, which probably means those are puzzles that are not yet solved. Main thing is, we don't really have anything we can use there. Because, yeah, I'm guessing that egg-sized emerald, or ruby, or whatever, is the thing we're supposed to get. But to do that, we need the crank. Maybe, possibly. As with adventure games, the thing about... there's something in there. Another grenade! Sweet! They really want us to experiment with these. I approve. Crow Country is a game that speaks to me. Twin panel looks a little different. Hey, what do we got here? Alright. Crow turntable. Oh, hey. Metal hatch. It's a large, empty slot in the back. Crow walking sequence. Needs to be facing the other way. Alright. So this I kind of like. This is specifically using the perspective. Nothing happened. I think it's out of power. Alright, so we gotta put a battery in the crow, and that will let it walk out, and then we can get to something else in there. But yeah, they're actually making use of the ability to rotate the camera to encourage you to look around at objects in the environment and interact with puzzles in different ways. Here we go. Haunted Hilltop. Alright, so the crank is going to be out here somewhere. Be ready, there's going to be trouble. Actually, hang on a second. Easy does it. Hold right still, Mr. Birdie. Damn it. Okay, bullets go right through crows. Confirming my hypothesis, the crows are ghosts. We are being judged. This is all part of the Crow extended universe. Alright. The dungeon, Witchwood, Haunted Manor, the Crypt. Haunted Manor. Alright, I see that. Ammo vending machine. Feed me. Damn it. I was spoiled by the first few, now they're gonna make me work for it. Alright, there's another Twitcher. So that kinda looks like... Actually... Like, you can kind of see one leg is fleshy, the other is very thin. It's very... He kind of looks like he's wearing a mask, but also he can't get to me. These fellas... Okay, here we go. Now we're talking. Alright. But yeah, I appreciate the fact that I can't... Not quite what I intended to do, but good enough. Yeah, I appreciate that I can't really tell what these guys are, and I just stepped on him. Nice. Nice. Why work harder than I have to? Make physics work for me. With an explosive barrel. That was totally... Yeah, that was totally intentional. That was definitely not me hitting the wrong button. Any arguments to the contrary are fake news. Now, I noticed that the soda can is rendered, which invites some questions. I'm wondering if it genuinely is just a you didn't find anything message, or if there's something noteworthy about that. And I know there's another fella out here somewhere. Hey, buddy. Are you a person? Oh, we have a normal person here. What are you doing? Trying to get through this door. Oh, right. Is it locked? Obviously. Is there another way around? It's possible. Alright, I'll go have a look. I like that we're not even introducing ourselves to each other. Like, given the circumstances, I was ready to shoot this, woman, apparently. And now she's just another character that we're interacting with. Again, there's an interesting dreamlike feel to this, and I don't know how much to take at face value. Like, I do feel like there are going to be some events that are indisputably real. But given how little we know about our protagonist, it's also possible that we're not a reliable perspective. Alright, so... we are off the map. Good. Alright, yeah, we'll be wrapping up soon. Thanks for coming, Octal. Want to see if I can get to a boss or... good stopping point here. Alright. Deadly mermaid in prison for crimes against nature, 1837. Huh, alright. The hell's this? Something underneath. I'm not good at computers. Try anyway. Okay, okay. That's cute. Alright. South American gold mine linked to local landowner. Reports have emerged detailing the activities of a recently revived Brazilian gold mine. Apparently the site, near the north coast of the state of Para, is currently operating as one of the most profitable gold mines in the Americas, selling to at least 2 major international companies. But why, you ask, are we reporting this in the Atlantic Globe? Well, it's recently surfaced that the gold mine in question is actually owned by local landowner and businessman Edward Crow. Most readers probably only know him as the eponymous owner of the Crow Country theme park here in Atlanta. And indeed, it seems there has been some effort to cover up Mr. Crow's connection to this profitable gold mine. While eyebrows are certainly being raised at this revelation, at least we finally discover the source of Crow's vast wealth. Huh. So yeah, based on what we're finding so far, I'm getting the impression that Crow was interested in this mine not for its gold. That any actual gold in there is... oh, no, I'm not going into the Iron Maiden. No, thank you. I'm too attached to life right now. Alright, so mermaid, werewolf, cyclops, serpent. There is absolutely going to be a puzzle here. Yeah, I get the feeling they wanted it to look like a... That was fun. I would have been a good medieval torturer guy. Wait, no, I take that back. You know what? Mara is growing on me. But yeah, they wanted to make it look like it was a gold operation, like a gold mine, and not whatever he really wanted the mine for. So yeah, I feel like they're doing whatever excavation they did in South America they did here, and found things man was not meant to encounter. Why not? Interesting. Hey, we get a secret area. Power switch for the 4 periphery elevators is in Tallman's office. Yes, it's on the other side of the park. Yes, that means you're in the wrong place. Fantastic. Box of Magnum ammo. Oh, man. We're getting ammo for a lot of guns we don't even have yet. Watch out for glass gas traps laying on the ground. You can smash them from a safe distance with a single bullet. So noted. Won't budge. Stuck. Alright. Can we shoot that lever? That's a no. Alright. It would have been a bit too silly, I suppose. Alright. What am I hearing? Oh, shit! Got those little bastards under the table. Easy does it. Little beasties. It's a sign. Deadly mermaid, imprisoned for crimes against nature. Alright, let's look around. Is there anything else out here? Hey, here we go. Alright, Haunted Hilltop. Let's look around some more. Now, I noticed that this vending machine is blocking the way. Hey! Thank you. Huh, alright. No handle. Let's try ringing the bell. Seems he hoots five times, then stops. Is he supposed to be an owl? He's shaped more like a bell. Ah! Hey! Look at me solving puzzles. Clever. Alright. Okay, that's a clever little ghost thingy there. Box of handgun ammo. Sweet. Fortune-telling machine. 9 credits remaining. Yeah, no, I think we're good. We're figuring this puzzle thing out. A swift and sudden end by B slain. Perfect. Alright. Ah! Fuck! Oh wow, that actually killed me. Oh, that's great. Oh man. I mean, it's kind of bullshit, but you know what? I appreciate that the pun led to an actual death. Oh, man. You know what? We're at the hour and 20 mark. I think we'll call it there. But yeah, I'm liking this so far. It's an interesting perspective on classic survival horror. There's definitely an aspect to navigation that takes some getting used to, but I think they're doing some interesting things with the perspective and the gameplay. The combat works. I mean, we haven't gotten into a lot of really dangerous situations, but the creatures are nice and inexplicable. They don't feel like... I mean, they behave like zombies, but they don't visually they appear to be something else entirely. Like a mix between theme park attractions going haywire and some kind of fleshy monstrosity. Something almost pitiable, but an obvious threat. And, we also had the big skeleton monster, so we are definitely not just dealing with mutants or whatever. There is something really weird going on, and I am looking forward to digging into this and finding out what the mystery is. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, everyone. Have a good night. This has been Crow Country. I will see you all 2 weeks from next. I'll see you all 2 weeks from now on Saturday for more Stalker 2. Have a good night. Thanks for watching. See you next time.